Alright guys, can I have your attention now in 3, 2, and 1? So yeah, we are moving on to a new chapter, that is areas related to circles. You are writing this heading in a fresh page, areas related to circles. As the name suggests, this chapter is going to deal with areas related to circles. Okay, we're going to have like parts of circles and parts of circles combined with other shapes like quadrilaterals, triangles, and all of that. But before we go into that, today what we're going to see is recap like the formulas of areas and perimeter of a circle. Okay, that's basic thing, and we're going to run through the first exercise because there is a possibility that you might also be asked questions from as simple as that. Yeah. But before that, of course, we will draw the chapter map. Can we take down the chapter map as I draw it on the screen now? You write the heading of the chapter first, and then below that, on the first page, write the chapter map. Okay. So I'll just write ARC. You can write it fully. Okay. Areas related circle. Okay. First topic in this will be like, so there are two parts, right? You will have areas and perimeter. You'll have both. I don't know why they are not talking about areas and perimeters related circles, but anyhow, areas of a circle, area of a circle. Okay. That's the first topic. Oh. Okay, why is it wrong? Wait a second, guys. All right, areas of a circle is the first topic, and the next thing is perimeter of a circle. Okay, now everything is going to revolve around this, except that we are going to have, we will start talking about parts of a circle related to it. Okay, so the next thing which you have under areas is area of a sector of a circle. Okay, area of a sector of a circle. Actually, area of a sector is enough. Okay, bracket of angle theta. So you will come to know. So what we'll do is we'll have the circle, and in that we'll have a sector. This is a sector, you remember? Yeah. Now this angle is theta. Now they just ask you to find the area of this particular area. Okay. So that's what we're going to do in this part. I think a lot of you might already be starting to guess what that will be. And then you'll also have area of a segment. Okay. So in this there will be this as well as. So let me draw it like this. Area of a circle ka major formula, and under that area of a sector and area of a segment. This will be a calculation. Area of a segment, there'll be this, so you know that this is a segment. Yeah, there's a minor segment here. Can I see you guys on the board? So this area they'll ask you to find. Basically, once you have no area of a sector, you can find this, and then you can subtract this triangle, right? That's what's going to happen there. Okay, most of it is something which we already indirectly know. Okay, same way perimeter of a circle. From perimeter of a circle, you will have length of an arc of a sector of a circle, of a sector of angle theta. Okay, basically what's going on here is you have a circle, you have a sector. Okay, we have to find the length. So perimeter is this full thing. You have to find the length of this arc, this much. Yeah, that's going to happen there. All right, and that's broadly it, what the chapter is. And there's one more exercise which combines all of this knowledge, and that will be areas of combinations of plane figures. Okay, areas of combinations of plane figures. We're going to join one circle with one square, or in between a square we will have one circle circumscribed, in between a triangle we'll have a circle. All of that type of things will come in areas of combinations of plane figures. Okay, take this thing down. All right, guys, so as you know, so we already know area of a circle and perimeter of a circle, right? That's what we're going to revise today, and we're going to address, we're going to run through exercise 12.1, which will be homework later. Yeah. So we're going to start with area of a circle. Area of a circle, we have seen earlier how to find, how like the formula of area of a circle we've seen it back in class 7th, and then in class 8 we saw together. 9th also we had touched upon this. Can you tell me the formula of area of a circle? Anyone? Thank you, MG. Area of a circle is equal to pi r square. MG being the only one who remembers, looks like that. Okay, you were raising hands. All right. So how do we get this? If anyone remembers, if you don't, I'll just. You want me to recap how we get this? It's not necessary. We're good. We'll move ahead. Okay. All right. Area of a circle is pi r square. Everyone okay with that? And what is area? We're good, right? The 2D space inside on the captured within the boundary or captured within the circumference of a circle. We good with that? All right. The space enclosed within the perimeter is called area, right? Now, circumference of a circle. Circumference is also is another word of which for which thing. For which thing is do we say circumference? Yes, Riza? Perimeter. Yeah, circumference. Perimeter in case of a circle is called circumference. That's basically the length of the outer boundary. Yeah, if you take a thread and put it across till this and reaches a starting point, and then you measure, you lay the thread on a scale and you measure that, what you get is called the circumference. We good with that understanding? Yeah. Tell me the formula of perimeter or circumference of a circle, Dilruba. Anyone wants to correct Dilruba? Yes, Hemanji.
2 pi r.
2 pi r. देखो Dilruba already pi r square is area of circle here. Okay, circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. Okay, not 2 pi r square. A simple way to be alert about that is area is a two-dimensional unit. Area is a 2D thing. Circumference, after you open the thread out, it is a 1D thing. It's a one dimension, it's length, right? So there will be only 1 power to r. Here there is 2 power to r. You're getting that, Dhruva? A simple way to keep check on yourself, yes? Will you be able to remember the formula nonetheless? Good enough, yeah? You're confident about the formula? Cool. Now, okay, so how were these found and all history? If you want, you can go through the book once if you're interested in reading. Otherwise, for our purposes, we're going to leave that. Okay. Now we are going to jump directly into the first exercise. Okay. Let me share that screen. All right, guys. Just so that we are on the same page, we're going to. After this chapter, we're also going to move into surface area and volumes and cover these two at a stretch together. Similar concepts, similar ideas. Yeah. Same thing there. That only we are going to do 3D into that. So in that chapter, now we will start with example one. Example one is these two chapters are going to be full of calculations, and all you need to know is clear formulas and to be able to visualize what is written clearly. Okay, so it'll be very simple, very easy to practice. Yeah. Now let's look at this question. So example one: the cost of fencing a circular field. Fencing. What do you think will this involve? The cost of fencing. When I say fencing, what do you think this will involve? Which thing will it involve? Yes, perimeter. Okay, it will involve perimeter. Okay, this is going to happen. This is going to come again and again. Yeah. So the cost of fencing of a circular field. So we know the shape is a circle. At the rate of 24 rupees per meter is 5280. Okay, cost of fencing is equal to rupees 5280. Rate of fencing. Do you understand what the meaning of rate is? Rate is like for 1 unit, per unit, how much are you paying? So rate of fencing is rupees 24 per meter, it's safe. Okay. So for every meter of fencing, they're paying rupees 24. Bindu is looking a little. No, we good? Yeah. Now after so what can you so from this much, it is clear that you can find something, no? What can you find, Nisha? What can you find, Manisha? We can find the circumference, right? Because this into the circumference will give me the total cost, right? We good with that? So we'll be able to find the circumference. But let's see what they're asking. Okay, let's see what they're asking till the end. The field is to be plowed. Plowed means yes. That's the question is coming about area. Okay, the field is to be plowed. The field is to be plowed at the rate of 0.5 rupees per meter square. It has come to area, so they are saying per meter square. Find the cost of plowing the field. So we have to. So from this we can find the circumference, but then we have to take it to area and multiply area with this cost. We good with that? Yeah. Everyone understanding the question? How many of you feel that you're not at a 5 at this question? Raise your hands. If you're not at a 5 at this question, raise your hands. Answer is not a 5. Okay. Dikshit, a little bit confused? Let's take a minute to understand the question. They have given us the cost of fencing of a field, okay? And they have also given us the rate of fencing. They are asking us cost of plowing. Plowing means, like in the field, you've read this in science, no? They'll take out the soil, mix the soil, all of that. That involves, like, that is happening in an area, no? That will not happen in the corner, right? That will happen throughout the field, right? So that's what plowing is. Now they've given the cost of plowing per meter square. They've given the rate of plowing per meter square. We have to find the cost of plowing the whole field. Okay with that? Abhi, are you following? Okay. Now, like Manisha, is it clear in your head? How will you proceed this? Would you like to direct us? Go ahead. Circumference into rate of fencing is equal to cost of fencing. Can I write this first? Yeah, let's write this first every time so that it's clear. The examiner understands your thought process. Yeah. So circumference, in place of circumference, what can you write? You want me to write circumference only? Finally, what do you need to find exactly to be able to go to area? To be able to go to area, what do you need to find, Manisha? Yes, Deepak? Radius. So what do you think I can write in place of circumference? 2 pi r, because I finally need to find radius. Okay, if I find radius, my problem is solved. Then I can find area. We good with that, Bindu? Yeah, so I'm writing 2 pi r into rate of fencing is 24 is equal to 5280. Everyone okay with this? So that gives me 2 pi r is equal to 5280 by 24. I can divide this. Anyone wants to do it faster than me? 24 directly. Where does it go? 24820. Okay. So I divided directly with 24. So 220. You have 2 into 22 by 7 into r is equal to 220. R is equal to 220 into 7 by 22 into 2. Everyone okay with this? That gives me 10. This gives me 5. So r is equal to 35. Let's check that. Yeah, it's correct. I give me 35. Now I got r. Can I find area of the circle? Area of the circle is equal to, yes, pi r square. That gives me pi into 35 square. That gives me 22 by 7 into 35 into 35. Yeah. These two get off, and this you get as 5. 22 5s are 110. 110 into 35. I still have to multiply with, see, I don't have to find area. I have to finally find the rate, no? I will not multiply this right now because 110 is there. I'll just see if something can be done later. You can multiply it also. Okay, I'll leave it as it is. Meter square. Okay. Now, I finally, what do I have to find? Cost of plowing is equal to what? Rate of plowing into area. Is everyone okay with that? Everyone understanding the logic here? Rate of plowing means how much I will pay for 1 meter square of plowing. How much meter square do I have? This much. That is what? 35 is going to be 3850. Okay, 3850 meter square I have now. Okay, this is 3850 meter square. Okay, I have that now. So that much total meter square I have. Per meter square I'm paying 0.50. Everyone following this? So how much will I pay totally? Good with that? So that comes to be 0.5 into 110 into 35. See, I did not multiply here, so I'm writing 110 into 35. Okay, you can choose to multiply. See, why I did not multiply? Because finally I don't need that multiplication. I will be multiplying it at the end anyway. So 3850 meter square. Here you can write 3850 meter square also. Okay with that? Yeah. If you notice, unit wise, what's happening here? This is rupees 0.5 per meter square. See the question. Rate is rupees 0.5 per meter square. Yeah, rate is rupees 0.5 per meter square into 3850 is what? Meter square. Yes. So your meter square gets cancelled. Your answer comes in rupees. You're good with the unit? Yeah. Don't have to worry about that, but I'm still telling you so that the background is clear here. Okay, this will happen a lot. Units will have, there will be a lot of units play in this chapter and the next chapter. That's why I'm making this clear. Yeah, we are understanding. We good? Abhi, are you clear with this? Okay, so I'm going to multiply 0.5. So basically 0.5 will become 5 into 385 because the 0 is there. So I'll do 385 into 5. I'll get 5 5s are 25, 42, 15, 19. So 19 rupees 1925. Yeah, that's my cost of plowing. Yeah, is this question any problem in this question? Are we all at a 5? Yeah, we can do it ourselves. All right. Going to move on to the next one. Okay, is everyone okay with that? Actually, you know what? Take a minute to absorb this. If you want exercise number in your book, 5.1. Okay, we'll start with exercise 5.1. The first question says radii of two circles are 19 centimeter and 9 centimeter respectively. Basically, there are two circles, 19 centimeter, 9 centimeter. This is 9 centimeter. This is 19 centimeter. Okay, we have to find the radius of the circle which has circumference equal to sum of the circumferences of the two circles. Anyone already having the equation in your mind? There is another third circle whose circumference, this circumference is equal to the sum of this blue one plus this green one. Are you understanding? Anyone who has the equation in your mind? We have to find that circle's radius. We have to find this radius. Let's hear. I'm going to give you guys a minute to think. Raise your hands whenever you're ready. Go ahead, MG.
Sir, we'll find the circumference of that two circles.
Okay.
Then we'll also find the circumference of the circle.
Okay.
Then we'll add both
okay.
to the circumference of that circle.
Okay.
So then we'll use 2 pi r squared.
2 pi?
2 pi r.
2 pi r is equal to 2 pi into 19. 2 into pi into 9. We good? Yeah. Thank you, MG. Fantastic. Well, thank you for leading this. Okay. You basically are finding this thing circumference, and then you're finding this thing circumference. You're adding them both up, and then this is equal to the circumference of the bigger circle. So you have an equation. The only unknown in this equation is r, which is the radius of this biggest circle. Okay with that? Can we solve this question? Abhi, how are you feeling? Do you think you'll be able to solve this question? You see, I'll give you a suggestion. Do not multiply and find. Why am I giving you this suggestion? Okay. See, the tip here is, you see, all of these have 2 pi r is equal to 2 into pi into 19 plus 2 into pi into 9. Okay. My suggestion, my tip is, do not multiply and find first. Why am I saying that? Anyone? Yes, MG? MG? Exactly. I can just divide the whole equation by 2 pi. This will go, this will go, this will go. Are you seeing? Yeah. Another way of thinking about this, I am taking this 2 pi, I am taking to the right side. It will become 2 pi into 19 plus 2 pi into 9 by 2 pi. That will be what? And it's a fraction. So 2 pi into 19 by pi, 2 pi plus 2 pi into 19 by 2 pi. Yeah. So 9 by 2 pi. This goes, this goes, this goes, this goes. You have r equal to 19 plus 9. Following this? Yeah, it's very, very simple. Or the other way of thinking about this, just divide the whole equation with 2 pi. It makes our work. It's actually a very simple question, right? If you have this insight, otherwise you will end up spending much more time in this. If you go and multiply this, then you will finally divide with 2 pi. Too much work. Okay, just divide by 2 pi on both sides, and you get 2 pi r by 2 pi is equal to 2 pi into 19 by 2 pi plus 2 pi into 9 by 2 pi. Yeah. Cancel. R is equal to 19 plus 9 is equal to 28 centimeter. Very simple. Yeah. Will be able to do this? All right. Moving on to the next question. Question number 2. Now, question number 2 is very, very similar. Only in place of perimeter, they have used area. Okay, question number 2, can we have a look? Radii of two circles are 8 centimeter and 6 centimeter respectively. Find the radius of the circle having area equal to sum of the areas of the two circles. So if my final circle, okay, has area equal to this circle plus this circle. Area of the circle plus area of the circle. Okay with that? This is how much? This is 8, this is 6. Correct? So you get, what will be the formula? What will be the equation? If once again try. Mansa, circle ka area, can you remember please? Try to recall area circle. You can look in your notebook. Area of circle ka formula is what?
Pi r square.
Pi r square, correct. Go ahead.
Pi r square equals to pi r into 8.
Pi, okay, hold on. Okay, let's call this as r. Let's call this as x, and let's call this as y. Okay, so can you tell me pi r square equal to?
Pi 8 square.
I'm writing this as x. Tell me what?
X square
plus
pi
pi y square. Okay, that's equal to pi into 8 square plus
pi into
6 square pi r square. What can I do now? I can do what simply, Tulsi? Both sides with pi. This will go. You'll have r square equal to 8 square plus 6 square. Can someone tell me the answer without doing it actually? So Pythagorean triplet. No, it's a 8, 6. 8, 6. What is this one? 10. Okay. Yeah. But anyhow, do it properly. Yeah. You good? You will have 64 plus 36. That will be 100. Yeah. So root over 100 it will come. Remember, there is an r square involved here. Some of you are happily forgetting this square in many questions. Okay. So finally, you will get r square equal to 100. You will get after adding the 64 plus 36. So r will be equal to root over 100. That will be 10 centimeters. Remember to write the unit. Okay. Yeah. You can draw a rough diagram. You can choose to not draw a rough diagram in these two questions also. It's not a big deal. Yeah. Just somehow, make a difference. To show the difference, you see I have written x and y here. You can show the difference by writing r1 equal to 8, r2 equal to 6, and capital R equal to question mark. Like that you can write. Okay, this is good enough. Okay, Bindu, if you want, you can take note of this small tip. I'll give you guys a minute if you want to write down anything for these two questions. Give you a minute to write down if you. All right, so we are doing question number 3 now. Discussing question number 3. This figure depicts an archery target. You know what archery is?
Yes.
All of you? Yeah. All right. Archery target marked with its 5 scoring regions. If you hit at the center, you in the gold spot, you get the maximum points, and hit the red spot, you get less points, and so on. Yeah. Marked from the center towards as gold, red, blue, black, and white. The diameter of this region representing the gold score is 21 centimeter. You good with that? Let's write this as, so this is diameter. Okay. Diameter of gold one is 21 centimeter. So what will be the radius of the gold one? Yeah, 10.5. Okay, you can write 21 by 2 also. It will be easier for you to cancel it later. Okay, same way. So let's see what's going in. And each of the other bands is 10.5 centimeter wide. Each of the other bands, this is a band, right? This full thing is a band. You're understanding? Its width is 10.5 centimeter. So can someone think and tell me what will be the radius of the red part? What will be the radius of the red part? Think about it and tell me what is the radius of the red part. Dikshit. Can you tell me what should I numerically calculate? Plus width of the red band. You sure about this? You're confused. Anyone has a different answer? Same answer, Manisha?
Radius of the gold circle, sir, plus the width of the circle, sir. Whatever we get total minus gold radius.
See, okay. Look at this. Look at this, Tulsi. This my red circle. I don't know what color to use now. Okay, my red circle is this, right? I am finding the radius of the red circle. That's from the center is here only. Center of the gold and center of red is same. No, these are what kind of circles are these? Concentric circles. Okay, these are concentric circles. Now, Tulsi, tell me what do you think will be the radius of the red one? The red outer circle. What will be the radius of the red outer circle? Yeah. Same. So that will give me how much? Is equal to 21 by 2 plus 10.5. That's again 21 by 2. Okay, or you can write directly 10.5 plus 10.5. That will be 21. Okay with that? Yeah, that's the radius of the red one. Okay. Yeah, you are right. You are right, but you were confused. You are not confused. Okay. All right. Same way, can we? So they're saying each of these other bands is 10.5 centimeter wide, which means let me draw it like a little like without this red gold written. So you see, so 3, 4, and very bad diagram 5. Okay, now you see this, guys. This already we know 10.5, right? Because its diameter was 21. We got 10.5 from that. Now they're saying from this 10.5, this much is how much? Again 10.5. This much is how much? Again 10.5. This much is how much? Again 10.5. This much is how much? Again 10. Are you understanding this? Yeah. Now, can you find the radius of the red one? This is the radius of red one. It's 21. Okay. Radius of the actually I should write in red only. Yeah. Let me write. Radius of red one is 21. Yeah. Radius of blue one is from here till here. That's how much? 21 plus 10.5. We can say 3 into 21 by 2. Yeah. 21 by 2, 21 by 2, 21 by 2. 3 into 21 by 2. That'll be simpler. You can subtract it. You can make it simpler later. Or you can write how much will it be? 31.5. You can write that also. 31.5. Yeah. Next is what? Black one. I can't write in black, so I'll write in white. 42. Yeah, this much will be 42. And then last one is white one. 52.5. Yeah, this full thing will be 52.5. Be good? Yeah, they are asking us to find the area of each of the scoring regions. Each of the 5 scoring regions, they are asking you to find the area. Okay, think about it. What do you need to do for that? You have to find the area. The first thing which you have to find is this gold region area. That's the first scoring region. The second scoring region is this red area. How do we find this red area? So gold area we will find very simply. No, gold area how we will find? Gold area how we will find? Yes, Nishchay. Area of gold region is equal to pi r square. Can you directly say r square? What will it be? 21 by 2 the whole square. Okay. Everyone okay with this? Area of gold will get by this. Okay. How will you find the area of red one? We'll see. Think about it for a minute. Think about it. From fantastic, Tulsi. Okay, we'll find the area of the red circle. Area of, so this is area of red region. Okay, you're finding area of, I'll write circle 2. Can I write that? Okay, area of circle 2 minus area of circle 1. Okay with that? Yeah. So that will be what? My circle 2. How will I find area? How will I find my circle 2 area? Pi into what square? 21 square. Okay. You see my second circle is what? My second circle is what? It's 21. No, this is 21. No? So pi into 21 square minus pi into 21 by 2 square. Okay. You can take common. Maybe that will make it simpler. Yes, tell me. Because they are asking, what are they asking us? That's an important question here. Okay, they're asking us the scoring region, different scoring region. What does that mean? Now, Deepak, if you hit the gold part, you will get a different point. Say, suppose you will get 100 points that time. But if you hit the red part, maybe you are getting 80 points. Okay. Now, in which area will you get 80 points? That area ka area you have to find. That's why you have to subtract the inside area from that. Okay with that, Deepak? Everyone followed this part so far? Yeah. You will be able to calculate this and find the area. Yeah, you'll get something as area of red. How will you find the area of blue part then? Area of blue region will be found how? Can someone tell me like this? How will you find area of blue region? Yes, Hemanji.
Sir, area of circle 3, sir,
Area of circle 3, okay.
minus
Minus
area of circle 2,
area of circle 2.
minus
Think about it, think about it. Area of circle 2, this is already giving you this full area, no? Are we good? Yeah. This area of circle 2 is already giving you red plus gold. So that much is enough. Otherwise, what you have to do, you have to minus area of red and area of gold. Okay, that we know. Why do you want to minus two things? This is minus one thing, you're already finding it anyways. Yeah, okay with that? Anyone has any confusion? Area of circle 3 is equal to area of blue is equal to what? So area of black is equal to what now? Is equal to area of circle 4 minus area of circle 3. Okay, that's the outer boundary of the blue region. Okay, that full area, which means this full part. Okay, this full part here minusing. Okay, that's much easier. Be good with that. Same way, area of white, how will you find?
area of circle 5 minus area of circle.
Area of white is equal to area of circle 5 minus area of circle 4. Okay, so before we get into writing, before you write all of this, you should have made clear at the beginning what you can write it like this. Radius 1 is equal to 21 by 2. Radius 2 is equal to, is not radius of red actually. You can write it as radius 2. Yeah, radius 2 is equal to 21. Radius 3 is equal to 31.5. Radius 4 is equal to 42 and radius 5 is equal to 52.5. You can write this. You must write this in the beginning, so that when you say circle 1, circle 2, it is not confusing to who is reading the answer. Okay with that? So that your circle 1 is matching with radius 1. Your circle 2 is matching with radius 2. Samajh aa raha hai Bindu? Yes, Tulsi? Not red region's radius. Okay, you can write like this. You can write R2 is equal to, so before you write this, okay, before you write this, you can write R2 is equal to radius 1 plus width of red region. You're getting this? Then you will get 21. Same way, before you write this, you can write R3 is equal to R2 plus width of, what is this? Blue region. Okay. Following this, Tulsi? Yeah. How am I getting R3? See, how am I getting R3? This is R2. This is R2 plus width of blue region. Okay with this, Shilpiya? Okay. Just this concept. How are you feeling about this question? Is anyone not at a 5? You're all solid. Mansa? Abhi, how are you? Clear ekdam? Yeah. Only thing, it will be a little longer to calculate. That's all. Stay with it. Same thing you will do again and again and again. You have to be careful. You don't make a mistake of what is R1, what is R2, what is R3. That's all. You can write 10.5. So if you're comfortable with decimals, please go with that. Yeah. Just make sure when you're squaring, be careful about where you're putting the decimal point. That care you should take. Okay. Do jagah ho jayega 10.5 into 10.5, then you will have two decimal places. No, just be careful about that. If you are good, then no problem with that. Yeah. Ready to move ahead? Yeah. The next question is a little bit interesting. Question number 4. The wheels of a car. Actually, we have seen this question pretty recently. Okay, but nonetheless, we'll just go through it. The wheels of a car are of diameter 80 centimeter each. How many revolutions does each wheel make in 10 minutes? It's a tricky question. Okay. Stay with it. Wheels of a car. There is a car. It has wheels. Okay. Its diameter. The wheels of a car. Let me draw this shape. Yes, we have done this very recently in circles chapter, right? So the wheels of a car are of diameter 80 centimeter. Diameter is 80 centimeter. Okay. You got the radius from that, right? 40 centimeter. Yeah. They are asking how many revolutions does the car make in 10 minutes? Okay, leave 10 minutes for some time. Okay, Leave 10 minutes aside for some time. Look at its speed. Speed is 66 km per hour. Speed is 66 km per hour. You have an idea, Tulsi? Go ahead.
Sir, we'll find the circumference of the circle.
Okay, we will find the circumference. Circumference we'll find. Go ahead then.
One circumference takes.
Does one circumference take 10 minutes? How do you know one circumference takes?
Sir, that revolution, sir.
One revolution takes 10 minutes. How do you know that?
They're asking you how much revolution
They're asking you how many revolutions will it take in 10 minutes? Alright guys, I'm going to give you a minute to think. Let me not jump into the answer. Yes. Raise your hands if you want to answer. Deepak, I think you have an idea. Alright, giving you a minute to think, yeah. You can talk. You can talk if you want. You can start using a round thing and see how do you figure it out. You can talk. You have exactly 1 minute. Time starts now. First, we'll find circumference. Okay, then
Time divided by
time divided by
1
circumference. What does this give you?
how many revolutions?
Are you sure about that? Can you explain your logic? Can you explain your logic? Yeah. Go ahead to Tulsi. Yeah.
Sir, we'll find
Guys, can we have our attention here? Yes.
Sir, we'll find the circumference.
Okay, we'll find the circumference first.
Then we'll find the distance with height of the and the car is traveling that distance will find.
Very good. How will you find the distance? They're given the speed. They've given the speed as 66 km per hour. Which distance are you saying you will find?
Sir, but
You're almost anyone wants to come help Tulsi here? Which distance do you think we should find? Yes, MG.
Sir, the distance where they will reach after.
Fantastic. Okay, the distance where they will reach after 10 minutes. That's what we'll find. That's the total length traveled. Total length. That length is after all what? It is repetition of this circumference. Right? This circumference you will lay down once, we will reach here. No? Circumference you will put down once more, we will reach here. Circumference you will put down once more, we will reach there. So whatever total length you have traveled or total distance you have traveled is one circumference into number of rotations. Correct? Is like this circumference in so this when so think about it. Starting from this point, okay, when this point reaches, like after rotating fully, it reaches again below here. Okay, this point A again reaches below after rotating fully. That's one length, one circumference. Again and again it will rotate. Yeah, and finally it will cover the distance it has to cover in 10 minutes. So that's your total distance in 10 minutes divided by the circumference will give you number of revolutions. Okay, you want me to demonstrate that once using Rizal's sharpener? Can I have your attention here, please? Okay, see this. Now I'm going to so see this point here at the base. Okay, let me see if this can also get recorded. All right, so this point here at the base, yeah. Let's call this point A. Now we start from this point. We are rotating. This point A goes up and it comes down till here. Okay. Now this much length, how much it covered for this point to rotate and reach back on touch the floor again, touch the road again. That was one circumference. That was the length of one circumference. So total distance, if you take and you divide by this length, you will get how many times the wheel rotated. Are you feeling good about that? That's all. Now, so for finding this, we need to know what? We need to know the circumference and we need to know the total distance. Yeah. Total distance, how do we find? They have given you, yes, tell me, MG. Speed is given, time is given. We'll find total distance by that. Okay. You will have to be careful about the units though. Okay, so I'm just going to run you through it quickly. Anyone is fine. Yeah, actually don't. There is centimeter here. See, there is centimeter here. There is minute here. There is hour here. There is kilometer here. So all the units are different. Okay, so first thing you do is make all units same. Okay. Once you have made, okay, you can make. First you have made the units same. Then I'll just run you through it. You will try it at home and come back. Okay. So once you have made all the units same, what do you do? Okay. You have to find the distance traveled in 10 minutes. Okay with that? Distance traveled in 10 minutes will be equal to speed, what is it? Speed is equal to distance into time, no? Distance, speed is equal to distance by time. Sorry, speed is equal to distance by time. So you have speed into time, right? Speed into time. When I do this, I will write 66 kilometer per hour into 10 minutes. Correct? I cannot write that. 10 minutes is how much? I have to make it into hour. 66 kilometer per hour. Can I write into 1/6 hour? 10 minutes is 1/6 hour. Hour cancel. This cancel. I have 11 kilometers. Okay with that? That's my distance traveled in 10 minutes. Now my circumference I will find. Circumference is equal to 2 pi r. That's equal to 2 into, or you can directly find using the diameter. So in case of 2 pi r, you can write pi d also, no? 2r, no? So pi d also you can write, right? In place of this, so you can directly write as pi into, what is it? 8. How much is diameter? 80. Yeah, pi into 80. Don't go ahead and multiply this. Don't break your head there, okay? Because you know distance, you know circumference, so number of rotations. Basically, let's understand the logic here. Circumference into number of revolutions is equal to total distance. Is that okay? Yeah, this is my logic. So you write down what your logic is down first, then it will become clear. So pi into 80, let's write number of revolutions as n is equal to total distance is 11 kilometer. Be careful about that. This is centimeter. Okay, so you change kilometer into centimeter. How do you do that? 11 into kilometer to centimeter. Steps you remember? Is there already? Okay, so your centimeter is somewhere here, and there is meter here.
1.1.
Decimeter, decameter. Hold on. Decameter. This is next thing is hectometer, and next thing is kilometer, right? So you're coming, you're changing kilometer to centimeter. So 1, 2, 3, 4 steps you're going up. So you have to do up, you're going. If you're going down, you should do division. You're going up, kilometer to centimeter you're going, right? So you're going up into 1000, 10,000 will become. We good with that? For how many zeros will put? 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. Yeah. So you have into 10,000 centimeter. So that's equal to pi into 80 into n. You can find n from here. Okay with that? Yeah, number of revolutions you will get. Any 5 zeros? Am I missing something? Kilometer to hecto, hecto to deci. Oh, sorry, I left decameter. Yeah, I left decimeter. So here decimeter is there, here centimeter is there. So I have to go 5 zeros. Sorry, guys, my bad. This goes here, then this goes here, then this goes here. You have totally into 10,000 into 5 zeros. Yeah, 1 followed by 5 zeros. So that's here. Once you do that, you will be able to find it. Okay with that? So my suggestion is you go through this also. I will maybe if you have a need, I'll put a video which explains this also. Okay, this tool also. In case the chart is already there on the board. The photo will not be there in the exam, but yeah, just by heart that chart, by heart the steps. Okay, see, I am making mistakes here. I forgot the decimeter part. You should not be, that should not be happening. Yeah, all right. Okay, we'll wrap this up. Okay, last question is also there. So the homework for today is example 1 till exercise 12.1 fully. Okay, all that we've discussed. Yeah, I want you to do one more thing before we close. One small thing. Can you go back to your area formula, and here can you also write it down in terms of diameter? You see, what will this come? It will be 2 into pi into r. I can write pi into 2r is equal to pi d. I will write this circumference as pi d, and if you see area of a circle, it's pi into r d by 2 the whole square, because r is diameter by 2. That's equal to pi d square by 4. Okay, is equal to pi d square by 4. Write this also and keep, because sometimes you have the diameter, why do unnecessarily find the radius in between? Yeah, so write this also and keep. Yeah, that's the end of our class, guys. Fantastic. Thank you so much.